So, Carney announced his new cabinet positions today and the change back to having more senators in under the cabinet ministers. Now, I'd originally thought, and I'd said on the channel, that I would go through the cabinet positions to see how many are World Economic Forum members. Changed my mind on that. I'll come back to that in the summation of the video. The ones who've remained, the names we all know, who are World Economic Forum members, and I'm not going to get into their new ministerial positions. There's lots of vids and channels covering that, including the mainstream media. Francis Philippe Champagne, oh, that greedy little guy. 2009 Young Global Leaders graduate. Sean Fraser returns to politics after saying he was going to resign. 2022 Young Global Leaders. Chrystia Freeland. 2013 Young Global Leaders sits on the Board of Trustees. Dominic LeBlanc returns as a cabinet minister. He was a classmate of Justin Trudeau's 2005. Gracie Stephen Guilbeault 2008, and Melanie Joly entered the Young Global Leaders program 2016. She's been demoted from Minister of Foreign Affairs and replaced by Anita Anand. We'll come back to her in just a second as well. Absently noticed, and oh, we will miss him terribly, is drunken Bill Blair. Who's going to look after the Royal Liquor Cabinet now that Bill Blair is gone? Well, I'd say that'd be Melanie Joly. What did we see posted recently? She's got $51,000 a month in a liquor bill. So I guess Melanie Joly's in charge of the Royal Liquor Cabinet now. Bill, I don't know about anybody else, but I'm not going to miss drunken Bill Blair. So 6 of 28 of the newly appointed cabinet ministers are World Economic Forum members for sure. Now we come back to why I'm not going to research 22 members, new cabinet ministers. Hey, Portugoose, you still out there? Portugoose, a detractor of mine on TikTok. So you just go to the Wayback Machine and look them up. Were it that easy, which is not to detract from the value of the Wayback Machine and the other places that they will take you to. But most of these new cabinet ministers, I haven't heard of their names. Some of them just freshly elected. So I got to start from scratch on all of them. The ones I don't know, because we had the great scrubbing, the World Economics Forum great scrubbing in February 22nd, 2022, when they removed all the Canadian politicians on federal, municipal, and provincial levels. Plus, it seems they're scrubbing again recently. So I've got to spend an hour to an hour and a half to confirm to my satisfaction if I find one of these 22 as a WEF member. I've got to be able to put my reputation on it to say they're there in the World Economic Forum. I found the year. I'm unwilling to do that. I'm not going to spend that kind of time. What am I going to spend? 30 hours for a video that might get 30 minutes worth of views? Can't be bothered. I simply am not going to do it. It's far too aggravating. It's too unproductive. Anita Anand is now our Minister of Foreign Affairs. She has an interesting kind of ascension through the Liberal government. She may have earned it. I'm not sure. I suspect her highly, and always have, of being a World Economic Forum member, because her ascension, well, we see it too much. However, I can't find her there. So unless I've got a Young Global Leaders program entry or graduate date, I will not say that a politician in Canada is a WEF member. I suspect her, but I haven't found the goods on her, and I don't think I'm going to. Our new Minister of Immigration is Lena Metledge Diab, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Never heard of her before. Does she have the background to be put in this position? I don't know. Really. To go back to Anita Ned, at least she's got some credentials over Melanie Joly, who was our Minister of Foreign Affairs, and now she's been demoted to Minister of the Liquor Cabinet and something to do with the East Coast or something. So anyways, there it is. I'm not going to bother with this anymore. We'll let everybody else cover it.